My name is Abilene Tucker. My father, Gideon Tucker, got a railroad job in Iowa and sent me away for the summer to a place called Manifest, Kansas. I'm supposed to live with a man whom they call Pastor Howard, but I'm a little nervous. I'm only 12 years old. I brought with me some of my most prized possessions, my most favorite item being my daddy's compass. It's very dear to my heart, so I keep it wrapped in newspaper. The clipping is a 1917 Manifest Herald article. When I jumped off the train at Manifest, I went to find Pastor Howard. He said that people call him Shady, and he's not even a real preacher. He's actually a bootlegger, someone who sells worm illegally. In my room at Shady's, I found a loose floorboard. Inside there was all kinds of items. There was a fishing lure, a little doll, a key, and a letter from Ned to Jinx, talking about someone called the Rattler. It was all very suspicious. I met two girls at school, Ruth Ann and Letty. I told them about the Rattler, and they are going to help me solve the mystery. We went spying around town, and I lost my compass again. I found it the next day hanging from Miss Sadie's porch. She's a diviner. I crept up there one night to try to get my compass back by standing on a pot. It broke, and Miss Sadie saw it all happen. To repay her, I had to start working odd jobs for her. Miss Sadie always told me stories while I worked. Every story tied into all of the items I had found in the floorboard, and Ned and Jinx, who I learned were best friends. Over time, I felt like I knew these men. Ned came off a train, kind of like me, and was adopted because he had no family. Jinx was a runaway con man, and Shady had taken him under his wing. I kept wondering when Gideon was going to come back for me. As time went on, I began to love working at Miss Sadie's, and the stories she would tell me. Ned went off to war and never came back. Jinx ended up running away, afraid that he was a bad luck charm for everybody he came into contact with. I later pieced together Miss Sadie's stories and realized that Jinx was my father. Gideon Tucker, that was my father. The boy, Jinx, they were one and the same, as I'd wondered about and hoped for all along.